going to share today with you a couple of secret garden helpers that I have, and it's not Reggie the cat who keeps moving and I can't get a picture of him. But yeah, I've got a couple things. The first one I will tell you about is sometimes you need a helper, especially me. And I have a couple things that have helped me with my garden. One of them I took home today, and that was my 14, almost 15-year-old granddaughter. She helps me tremendously. The other thing is, I tell you, I hate fighting weeds, but I have a great weed fighter that also helps to build my soil. Sorry, Reggie, you got right under my foot. Guess what this is? I am so excited. This is wood chips from a wood chipper. Not the bags of stuff you get out of the store, because those have chemicals, a lot of them. Hopefully this doesn't. I don't think so, because I was watching them wood chip along the side of the road and different places, and I said, yes, you can dump those right in my yard. Gave them my address, but that didn't get anywhere. But then they parked right on my road. I guess they were having lunch on the side, so I walked up to who looked like he was a leader, and I think I guessed right, because he seemed to take control of everything. And he says, well, how much you need? And he says, I've got 3 full trucks. And I was just getting more and more excited. Wow! And I said, well, as many as you can dump there. Let me show you. I just walked down here. So he walked up to my yard with me, and I showed him between these 2 big olive trees, and I said, and he says, well, how many truckloads you want? And I said, as many as you can fit, but he only did one, but it was huge. My granddaughter and I have already put a little dent in it, and that took, well, we spent about 3 hours, but we did take a long lunch too. Or, yeah, kind of a late breakfast, actually. We started early in the morning. So, and I still got loads of it. But, like, one of the things that I'm doing with my granddaughter's help, I put the wood chips down, but I didn't have it on this side of my fence, and I still have to get in there and cut some that had grown underneath. So today we just put some on this side. I need to put more, and that'll help keep the weeds from growing into my plants in there and overtaking everything. But wood chips are so, so awesome. Then I have the olive bins that I grow out of, but the weeds are growing up around the outside and into the olive bins. So she stacked up the wood chips really, really high around the olive bins, and that should help keep some of the weeds from growing up there. Although gets so dry here in the summer that I don't have as many problems, but where I water my plants, there are weeds growing, and they do get up. I have had some around some of my bins. Over here especially, my big helper, my granddaughter, and then I help her with a little bit of money. I don't have a lot, but it helps. So she stacked it up, pulled some of the weeds and cut them back, and stacked up the wood chips around my olive bin here. And I think that will insulate that and keep that a little cooler. And in the winter, it'll probably keep it a little warmer. So see how she's stacked up the wood chips there? So one of my secret helpers, my granddaughter, my second secret helper is the wood chips. It does amazingly well. This, I had 1 truckload this spring, is all wood chips laid down here, but as you can see, some of the weeds are coming through where the wood chips weren't as thick, but they're growing over into the path. But it's been pretty weed-free all summer since my son helped put that down. I get in here and I weed some little weeds, but it really helps. So there's one more helper that I have, and you may have heard of this stuff. It's called, and I don't even know if I can say it right, because I try to do everything without chemicals. It's called diatomaceous earth. And I take some of that and I put in here because I have a lot of wasp. And I take it off, and the lid off, and I sprinkle the powder. You can see over in the far corner there was a wasp's nest in there, and I powdered them out and they left. And then aphids took over, so that's why there's not many leaves on that one plant in the corner. They just really about wiped it out just so fast. So I went and got my earth put all over it and got them out. And hopefully it will come back. It grew another pepper on there, so I guess it's coming back. But yeah, that however you say it, earth, is really good. It takes a few days to kill them because it kind of dries them out. And anyway, those are 3 helpers for my garden that I just absolutely love. And how do you like my beautiful sunflowers? They're all blooming, but they're facing away from me. So I have to pull them back so I can see, look, there's a bee. I have so few bees. I don't have as many fruit, like not as many tomatoes as I should. One more thing I want to show you. This is really neat. It's a new thing with tomatoes. It's kind of like with trees, how they cut and tie one on. Well, they did a different, they did the tomato and they cut it and put one on the roots. These tomatoes, I don't know if you can even see, but they are humongous. Can you see that tomato? Look at that. And there's another humongous one right there, and there's more growing. I mean, they just keep growing and growing. I think they're going to turn red now. They're so big, but they just keep growing. And it's a nice, healthy-looking plant. So I got that at a place called the Plant Barn. It's just a local thing. Well, it's not. I have to drive to another town here because our town doesn't have a whole lot of anything. And I don't even live in it. But the other bigger town further away, it's just where you get into there. But look at this. These tomatoes, they're growing big down here. These aren't as big as the ones on top, but they're still pretty big. These are awesome. I only got 1 plant of this. I wished I got more, but they are kind of expensive. Sometimes I'd start mine from seed, but mine just don't look this nice. So whatever they did, I have to learn more about it. But anyway, those are some little garden hacks, kind of some secrets that I do in my garden, and I hope all of you are enjoying your gardens this year. I've had a bit of a struggle with mine, but I'm so thankful for the things that are working out, and my tomatoes are finally starting to grow. Usually I'm in full bound and going in July, but this year it's going to be August before they come on. I have got a couple tomatoes that were just delicious, but anyway, y'all have a good day, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.